Sejahtera, this is my group assessment for Southeast ASEAN FAADS 560. Our topic is pollution in Southeast Asia. Group member ni Petrus.Mathew, Muhammad Said bin Saleh, Eleanor Kuyon, and Mrs. Colin. This assessment presented to our lecturer, Dr. Asri bin Saleh. Pollution is a global issue and most countries in Southeast Asia are now experiencing high level of pollution, particularly in urban areas where the annual emissions level have considered exceeded by WHO. Pollution is the big problem in Southeast Asia. Human population are overutilizing the resources in many areas, while wholesale destruction of the forest on land, together with rapid urbanization, is leading to massive load of sediment and pollution. Southeast ASEAN members is not excluded from experiencing pollution that cause economic, social, and political problems, especially health, tourism, and seafood resources crisis. The three major kinds of pollution in Southeast ASEAN: air pollution, water pollution, and land pollution. Pressure on the environment consists of twofold. Firstly, pressure from demand on natural resources. Secondly, industrial waste that pollute the whole environment. This causes serious global pollution such as impact greenhouses, ozone depletion, and acid rain.
The economic growth in Southeast Asia has brought environmental issues such as land pollution, water pollution, and air pollution. Land pollution is caused by the improper disposal of solid waste by various types of industries into the environment. The disturbing background scene is situated in Malaysia, where poor waste management causes an issue to the environment. Urbanization is another source of land degradation. The artificializations of soils can cause a rapid and consequent carbon depletion, which contributes to climate change. Haze is one of the causes of air pollution. It occurs when dust and smoke particles accumulate in relatively dry air. Since 1991, haze has been a particularly acute problem in Southeast Asia. Indonesia forest fire in 2015 has caused haze crisis not only to the country itself, but also the neighboring countries such as Malaysia and Singapore. Contaminants such as chemicals, nutrients, and heavy metals are carried from farms, factories, and cities by streams and rivers into our bays and estuaries. From there, they travel out to sea. The background scene is the situation at Citarum River, situated at West Java, Indonesia. 80% of marine pollution originates on land, whether along the coast or far inland. Marine ecosystems are threatened by marine debris, which can strangle, suffocate, and starve animals.
The pollutions will give implications on Southeast Asia in terms of the economy, social, and politics. Higher number of cases of illness due to pollutions will imply more hospital admissions that would lead to increased health expenditure by the government. Labor productivity will be lost as there are sick or restricted activity days. Reduced in healthy crop yields will affect the agricultural sector. Tourism sector will be affected as airborne nutrient pollutions results in poorer visibility that leads to flight cancellation. Education system will be put on hold as schools are being shut down due to unhealthy API readings. Haze in Indonesia may be carried by the wind to enter into Malaysia and Singapore. This may cause tension between countries' governments and citizens when Indonesia failed to contain the situation. Polluted waters that flows across border into neighboring countries and provinces becomes other country problems. This will affect local residents and can become politically disastrous.
Assalamualaikum, Dr. Asri, and hi everyone. Now I'm presenting ASEAN Initiative Towards Environment. Stimulate, benchmark, and recognize exemplary effort on environmental sustainability. ASEAN has initiated Award Program ESC, promoting the development of environmentally sustainable cities across ASEAN countries provide seed funding, technical assistance, and other forms of support to raise local capacity. One of the flagship programs under the ASEAN Cooperation on Environment and aims to create a school culture geared towards environmental protection, inspiring school communities to protect and sustain environment. One of the priority actions under the AEEFP being incorporated into ASPEN, AYEF is set up to promote the exchange of environmental ideas and experiences amongst the youth by participation ASEAN plus 3 countries. Actions under the ASEAN Environmental Education Action Plan being incorporated into ASEAN Post-Strategic Plan on Environment and AYEF is set up. ASEAN's ministers responsible for environment announces joint statement implementation of sustainable consumption and production in ASEAN towards achieving development. Sustainable domestic material consumption is a key focus of SDG 12, ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns.
Overall, there are 3 dimensions for pollution problem in Southeast Asia, namely the level of pollution, the geographical distribution of pollution, and the biological effect of pollution on local flora and fauna. Pollution problem related to agriculture, aquaculture, and marine activities. This can be improved by showing and teaching the farmers how they can optimize their yield without compromising the environment. For example, the Department of Agriculture in Malaysia emphasized good agricultural practice to all farmers. Interaction and cooperation between governments must be strengthened to lead to good development for citizens and their environment problem. Citizen communities and NGOs can provide a balancing force that can encourage businesses and governments to improve the quality of their decision-making process.